Ek het so vir 'n oomblik terug reg oorkant agbare Adjunct Minister Jeffery gesit en ons het mekaar in die oë gekyk en ons het vir mekaar geknik en gegroet. Die voormalige leier van die VF+, Dr. Pieter Mulder, het by geleentheid gesê dat dit is net katte en politici wat kan vry en beklei terselfdertyd. Net so 'n ligtelike opmerking. Honorable Chair, on a more serious note, the Freedom Front Plus will take a whole different approach on what we've heard today before me. On the 10th of March 2023, it was reported on the international media that the former Prime Minister of Pakistan, Imran Khan, was arrested in Lahore by the Quetta police. A day after court in New Southwestern Pakistan issued a non-bailable arrest warrant against the former Prime Minister in case of hate speech and incitement against state institutions. The blanket ban on opposition leaders' speeches is a disturbing demonstration of how government, and in this instance a successive authority, can target critical voices and use the country's regulatory laws to threaten freedom of association and freedom of speech. Honourable Chair, on the 1st of February 2023, during the committee deliberations on the bill, and after I've expressed my concern on the bill, the Honourable Deputy Minister of Justice made the following comments. Mr. Mulder is, I'm sure, concerned about his constituency, which I think is more white Afrikaners because they often these racist incidents, or many of them are propagated by that particular group. The Honourable Deputy Minister later acknowledged that the bill can protect white Afrikaners if they were attacked on the basis of their race. The fact that the Honourable Deputy Minister played an active and significant role during the various sessions of the Portfolio Committee and expressed certain biased views demonstrates exactly why this law should not be. In February this year, a state in India banned prayer for healing, as it leads to conversion to other faiths and thereby spread discord among people and groups. The allegation is close to the definition of social detriment in the hate speech bill before the House today, Chair, and is also the wording of the hate speech charge against evangelist Simeon Chetty in Durban for preaching that Jesus was greater than the Hindu god Krishna. This was then misconstrued superiority for Christians over Hindus as a group. The matter was later settled out of court. The Freedom Front Plus disagrees that there is a rise in incidents of hate speech in South Africa other than what is instigated by certain politicians for political gain. Rather, crime statistics would indicate that these rose and peaked at the time of the 1994 transition and have slowly decreased since then. Ironically, hatred and intolerance towards political groups was in fact a feature of the so-called People's War of the ANC. Any factor that is focused on by a group seems bigger. The grouping believes something more common if they can think of case examples that I've read recently. Chair, our courts are already overutilized and understaffed. Not enough judges, magistrates, poorly trained and equipped investigating officers and prosecutors. If the bill is passed in Parliament today, time will prove it will be ill-fated, impossible to enforce, and just another example of poor legislation and wasteful expenditure. The Freedom Front Plus will oppose the bill. Thank you, Chair.